Apple's biggest software upgrade in years this year, iOS 26 officially rolls out. First announced as Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference in June, iOS 26 has been tested in beta for months. Now it finally reaches millions of iPhones, and Apple is calling it the most significant update in years, arriving right after iPhone 17 launch. My colleague Kabir walks us through the features that users will be able to get excited about and take a look at what all it has.
It's one of the most significant update in years, launched right after the iPhone 17 series. It was first announced at the WWDC 2025, and they've been testing it in beta versions ever since. People have been doing all sorts of YouTube videos in terms of the glass ceiling and the glass slab that will now be added to this simple and classic finish that's going to come across all the iOS appliances and devices. There's going to be a new look, so we're talking about a fresh design, a language called liquid glass, which essentially magnifies on each letter as you move on across any web page. There's a lock screen, home screen, and applications. Even the tiny buttons, from what I can read right now, and the sliders look completely different. So you've got a new phone, and the new software is going to give you a completely different overhaul as well. AI, artificial intelligence, and Apple intelligence is what Apple calls it. There are certain enhanced upgrades on that front. There is a Siri integrated with ChatGPT. You've got live translations in messages and FaceTime. Visual intelligence lets you take action on anything that you see on your screen. So let's say if I have an article that also has a picture over here, I can press on it, and with the advent of Apple AI and Siri's integration with it, I can directly give it voice commands as well. And in messages, there is live translation. But how much of it will actually be rolled out in India is another big question, because just like last time, live translations did not come here in India, and the live translations is part of the new AirPods Pro 3, and Apple Intelligence is also going to be serviced only to the United States sector, not in India at this point in time. There is a boost to privacy meanwhile. Calls and message screening, unknown numbers shifted to a separate folder altogether. On the phone apps have certain changes. There is call screening that asks the unknown callers to introduce themselves. So there is going to be a hold assist that waits on the hold for you. But again, will this service be provided to India, where let's say you have an unknown incoming call, then the person who's making this call will have to tell their phone about their name and why they're calling, which is when you'll receive that call, and you'll have the option of either receiving that call or dropping it. Battery life, adaptive power mode, iPhone 15 Pro and newer. It balances performance and battery. This is only for the models that are iPhone 15 and above that. The Messages app, let's talk about that as well. There's a new conversation background. You can also call for polls and opinions in group chats. The Apple Cache and typing indicators, that's all new in the messaging app. There is Apple Music, new things happening on that front as well, because Auto Mix is this new feature for seamless DJ-like transitions. Now, one will have to actually use it to understand what really happens on that front. CarPlay, for all those people that have the iOS and are linking their phones with their vehicles, there's a new liquid glass design and a compact call view, which will again help things on an ergonomic and an optic level.